Pepsi is one of the largest food companies in the world. They own everything from Gatorade to Quaker Oats. But if you spent too much time on the internet, you might have come across some information about something else they once possessed: the sixth largest navy in the world. Now, is this real, like Santa Claus, or some made up fact, like the Easter Bunny? Well, it's a bit of both. In the 1970s, Pepsi did something extraordinary. They managed to get their product into the Soviet market. In 1972, they became the first US consumer product to be produced, marketed, and sold in the Soviet Union. CEO Donald Kendall negotiated a monopoly, ensuring that no other cola would enter the market. But the ruble had no worth internationally, and it was actually illegal per Soviet law to send any currency outside the country. The solution? Old-fashioned trading. Pepsi traded their product for Soviet vodka that could be sold in the United States. And this strategy worked well, until it didn't. When the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan, people in the US boycotted the vodka. Something new was needed. And that new deal was struck in 1989. The Soviet Union would trade 17 old submarines, several warships, and some oil tankers to Pepsi. In exchange, more syrup would be supplied and more Pepsi factories built in the Soviet Union. And this impressive warship haul quickly changed hands once again. Pepsi was basically a middleman in the deal, as the ships were sold for scrap to a Norwegian company. The oil tankers, however, were kept and leased out by Pepsi. A second deal in 1990 was even bigger: 85 ships to be sent to Pepsi, in a deal estimated to be worth $3 billion. Pepsi would also be able to open Pizza Huts in the communist nation and double its sales of Pepsi, all within the next 10 years. What Pepsi was doing was essentially engaging in speculation. They chose to barter with the Russians now, anticipating that as the economy reformed, the company would be able to reap immense profits. Remember, this was all culminating during a period of increased détente between the West and the Soviet Union. Unfortunately for the soda giants, they only received 10 of the ships in the deal. The Soviet Union collapsed, and the company struggled to reclaim all of these assets and negotiate with the multitude of new nations emerging from the chaos. So, was Pepsi really a naval power? I mean, the ships were obsolete and acquired to be scrap. Pepsi was probably more of an international scrap baron than any sort of naval power. But maybe they should have kept some more of those ships. Anyway, don't believe everything you see on the internet. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, consider subscribing to my channel, where I will be back soon with some more history videos. Soon. For real. See you then.